Welcome back to the charts of Cryptassic Park, where on the menu are not humans, but cryptos and charts. Today we are discussing BNB, long forgotten coin that got into many troubles that we were a part of. So, we are taking daily, weekly, monthly approach. Let's begin with this daily chart, BNB versus dollar. What's going on? I haven't updated you on this coin for a while. It's quite interesting, I must say. Consolidation is lasting now for, well, I would say more than weeks, months. How will this resolve? First clue is this line. Now, BNB from June is hovering above this line. It's in a very slow, right? Consolidative uptrend, if that even exists. So you can say that we're good, but that's not the real truth. Because those bounces are getting heavier and heavier, because BNB moving like this is losing its steam, and it certainly seems like eventual breakdown from this line is a possibility. Now factually, yes, we must deduct that we are moving in a slight uptrend and that we're good, that we won't see lower targets again, but there is no assurance that we won't break this, because as I said, I don't like that the price is banging on some kind of support all the time, and BNB is using that support pretty frequently. And to some extent we can say that we for months are now moving inside of this channel. It would be better that we stay sometime in the upper range of this channel, not the downside range. This is showing weakness. But this is the good thing, which could give you bulls, BNB bulls, some hope. The level at 251. So just above 250 we are holding significant resistance, and the good thing is that we are constantly moving and crushing into it with higher lows. This is a good stuff. So there is a lot of uncertainty what's going on. This is just one of the scenarios. It's how you want to approach the charts. Do you want to do it with higher lows into this level of 251? Crash, 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 or that channel, which is a little more bearish. It's up to you. My job, let's say it like that, is to present you all the views so you can pick one. What is my stance? Pretty bearish because of this band of 55. Today we are using 55 moving and exponential moving average. Resistance, resistance. So this band is constantly giving us resistance. Well, not constantly, but first try failed, second try failed. When we break this line, that I will become more bullish. For now, factually, I gotta take that bearish stance on the daily chart in the short term. And yes, possibility of breaking that structure is real as long as we are below it. So again, the level of 250 as our last point of resistance is giving you a hint. 250, big resistance. When you see that level broken, then we're talking about the bullish manner and causes and effects. SFX. What am I saying? You know what? Let's move to the weekly chart. Is this looking more clearer to you? Well, it should be clearer. This is the grand picture. This move, structural, sideways move, is lasting from more than a year. So what we did in that daily chart with big line of resistance, which here is not important on this big chart. Here we have 336 as a big resistance, 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 resistance. I like doing fast words. And again, copy paste, higher lows into resistance, going higher as a support, higher as a support, higher as a support. What I don't like about this approach, that I'm just giving you a hint of, is that we are too many times living now in this area. Let me make it crystal clear. We are kinda glued to this level, and I really don't want to see this zone broken, because that would put us in a very, very dangerous spot of going lower. You see, this is a nice bullish uptrust where we just touch this support with a wick, continue to the upside. Here it was also shady, but we managed to pull that lanch off to the upside. This was 1 year ago. Now, come on, BNB, move, man. Because at this point, this structure is looking like bear flag, man. I don't like the look of it. We are consolidating after the big pole in that bear flag. I'm just saying, this is not looking hopeful, but this is the big approach. This supportive line still is not broken, so there is no need to panic. Maybe we will do that, move into the infamous 336. How about that? It's still an option. I'm just saying that this is not looking convincing, that's all. Well, this is my channel, I gotta express my views. You will take the grains of salt that you like, right? This is how I see charts, but again, 55 band is not how I see charts, it's how it is, man. We are below this level, and this zone that we are currently fighting as a big resistance is something that it's really not that important to us because it's long way above us. Yeah, well, you should be lucky to reach 290. It's far away. If we see a move into this area, BNB could be gearing up again for the bull scenario. For now, as long as we are below this area, think straight. Things could go even more shitholier. Wow, shitholier, new word. Than the SEC's narratives, okay? So absolutely, still you need to be careful. Oh yes, and before I forget to tell you what Fibonacci retracement are telling me. One important thing, and that is the level of 23.6 is a big resistance, and it's pretty clear, right? Resistance, 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 people. Almost every week we are bouncing into the same resistance, and that could be a good thing. This could be a bull case scenario where we are preparing for a move above this line. And what this line is, on this chart, like this, it's presented in the form of 247. So below 250 that we already discussed previously. This is like a jigsaw puzzle, right? You are taking pieces of chart and combining it into a new story. The best story is, however, told on the monthly chart. And this is where I will, with super simplicity, blew your brains out. Well, I mean, not literally, right? Look at this chart. This is looking super bullish. BNB really, through the years, has shown so much strength that probably need to give it back right now, to some extent. The simplicity I was referring to was this line. Support in 2018, support in 2020. Do we need, you tell me, do we need in the coming months touch this line again to talk about the bull market? It is a possibility. It's totally possible that in the coming months we need to touch this line again and then propel into the new highs that you never saw on BNB. Remember that. You will see something that you never saw on BNB when the time comes. Is now a good time, according to this chart, to accumulate BNB? Well, yeah, to some extent, if you wanna endure, and if you can endure, loss of those magnitudes. And this chart is telling me that we could go much lower than $200. It is a possibility, man. I'm just presenting you what the line is telling. So maybe have patience, maybe buy now and then have endurance. It's pretty simple. Maybe this line is our destiny, and according to volume, which is drying out very, very slowly all the way from 2021. Look at this dry out. It's really losing people. For years now people are flocking out of the crypto, and that's a good thing because we need all the weekends out of the market before we can continue higher. Okay? Don't panic. It's the process that we need for our bags to get full. Okay? But at the same time, one more time stating that this could be indicating that we are losing people and that we are in the store for more pain. Can you endure it? Of course you can. You're still watching this video. Few of you will watch this video, believe me, not many. Dozen, 2 dozens, something like that. It's a sad. I got 6,000 plus subscribers. No one cares, man, anymore. I can't get 100 views. So that's a good indication for you, right? You're still here. That's super bullish for you, if you ask me. But let me just give you a final piece of the puzzle. So, what's this? Can you see this blurry line band? What is this? It's the same thing we drew on the daily and weekly. 55 band. How can you interpret this? That in the long term, I mean super long term, we're bullish. We are above this. But do we need to touch it, ladies and gentlemen? And now behold, just behold where this band is standing. $200. I didn't put it there, it just stands there. What's this signaling you? Maybe we really are in need of $200. Maybe we need to touch the final stepping stone of $200 before continuing into the real bull, not this crap of sideways crappy action. So, can you endure the pain of $200 from this point? If you can, then we're good. And I'll see you in the next video.